What is up, friends? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcaster, Rafa Sparza, coming to you live on this, a Friday, December 30th. It is a pleasure to see you. I'm very happy to see you. I'm also very happy to announce that we are watching Fury Grappling. I don't understand why that just paused, so that was weird. I'm seeing on the Instagram there might be a slight delay. You've got Pat Barry and Malott, which, by the way, they misspelled on the website. So I have it misspelled. I will correct that on the main broadcast for those of you watching, because I do like to try and get my shit right when possible. I guess that's not going to work like that. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Apologies, guys. We're figuring this out as we do it, apparently. Checking the connection over this way. And apparently we are now live. I'm looking to see over on the Instagram. I don't see a thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and end that live video. We're going to do something else a little bit for them. Ooh, look at that muff. He's putting that or as we like to call it in professional wrestling or WWE BJJ, the cross-face chicken wing, reminiscent of one Bob Backlund, and that would be Pellott himself doing it right now. I love when Instagram tells me things like, you can be making money. Would you like to make money doing the Instagrams? The answer is yes. But the unfortunate reality is you will not make the money. Anyway, we're having a good time here, you guys. I was actually in the process of trying to pour myself a drink, but then I was so rudely interrupted. Oh, my God. Malott is ruthless, man. He's literally just chiming in on Barry on both sides of this. So I don't know how many of you guys are actually going to be watching this particular event, because it is a last blast of the year, if you would. Pellott firmly inside control, starting to address the neck here, seeing if he can get something. He has a leg stapled, and we'll see if he's able to make much of it. But yeah, I wasn't exactly expecting to be doing this. I saw they had an end of the year thing. I said, all right, let's kind of end the year strong. I know many of you are doing other things like seeing your family and spending time with your loved ones, which totally, totally with you on that. Having said all of that, I'm very excited to tell you guys that we do have a very fun night full of entertaining fights coming up for you. So I hope that you will be sticking around with us. And I'm actually putting up a post right now to tell the people join us for some Fury. Oh, nice pass over here. Pat Barry's trying to get some semi-balance of control here, but Pellott may actually be in the process of shoring up a head and arm choke. No, he loses it. Barry gets some frames. He has an underhook in. Pellott could maybe attack the arm, but instead with 20 seconds, that's going to be a very short window for him to finish anything off here. But Fury grappling fight companion. Anyway, friends, it has been a weird year. Let's just be real about it. Like we can be honest and assess the good and the bad. Join us here. But we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming in. I hope that you guys are in for a good night of fight fun. We're gonna be bringing you updates. We have actually a couple friends who are fighting on this card, so we're definitely gonna be keeping you up to date as best we can. So they expand the exact time. I'm actually going to take out the inner ears here as we work to figure out if there is a better solution for getting what should be a pretty easy thing. This is the first time I'm actually using my brand new phone, which in theory should be aces for something as remedial as a fight companion to do. But we will keep you posted on that. All right. So that is what is going on here. Feel free to talk to me in the comment section. It is going to be, like I said, a fun night, but a chill night. I was starting to pour my beer. I will get to the beer that it is momentarily. I am also putting in my brand new Beats, which normally I had the audio pods, but I ran over them. It's a true story. I actually ran over them. And it was because I was getting ready for the doomed ADCC telecast, which was not a fun experience to have them get run over, by the way. So now they're going over the rules. No striking of any kind, a submission only, judges decide winners if no finishes, and all submissions are legal. The full rules are available at furygrappling.com, just in case you care enough to actually read them, but I don't believe you actually will. So here we go, added details, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. It looks nicely attended. I see some empty seats, but, you know, hey, listen, that's not bad for East Coast. Let's go ahead and put this on. Oh, Christos, my man, Christos Giagos. Hey, everybody. It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcaster, Rafa Sparza. We're watching us some Fury grappling right now as one of our last little hoorahs of the year. I will not be able to say Christos's opponent's name. There's like zero way. What's up, John Creek? What's up, Jiu-Jitsu Panda? The non-Christos is making his way out. Like, I'm trying to sound it out, and it looks like if you were drunk, how you would spell out kombucha. So there is that. But yes, Christos versus Kamchybekov, which honestly, all things considering, if I'm grading myself, not the worst pronunciation that I've had. And I do love Jiu-Jitsu Panda says kombucha, yes. But decent rash guard. Don't hate it. Coming in the all white. I don't know what that logo means, but it's not bad. Looks like they kind of combine Aquaman and the Green Lantern's symbols into one. Either that or it's an Omega symbol. But Christos, longtime friend of the show, love this guy. I actually ran into him last week at an open mat. And I look at the guy and I was like, hey man, what's going on? And next thing you know, he's like, hey man, did you know I'm going to be grappling on this card? And I said, there was no way I knew you were on this card. And I usually search it out. Christos. He went out with the rash guard, now opting to go ADCC style, as I figured he would. I'll tell you this much. Dude looked like he was in shape. Pretty much. But he definitely lost a couple LBs from the vacation, if you would. What's up, Charlie? What's up, Rick? What's up, Raby? Appreciate you guys joining in right now. Kamikaze91, hello. Christos coming in, the no shirt, the ADCC style, if you would. Probably wanting to show off all the tattoos he's gotten in the past few years. Ooh, nice double here by Christos. He's already securing the back, but he has one hook in. He has to be very, very careful about how he finishes this. He already is underneath the neck. Kamchybekov is doing an excellent job of 2-on-1ing, but if you've ever rolled with Christos, you know my man has just strength and power for days. So Christos kind of coming in with an unconventional set of hooks, but they're actually pretty good, all things considered. If you are trying to make sure your opponent can't stand up, they have to carry your full weight. So we'll see how he's able to play this out, but we got much mad love for that. I want to thank one of our friends who just gave us a nice RT. Let me go ahead and make sure I am properly giving the thanks and praise to one El Producto Senior, Junior, I'm sure to follow. But yes, thank you, El Producto Senior. We appreciate you. El Producto himself, a friend of not only the podcast, but of Systems Training Center, where Christos has been known to sharpen some of the edges, the blades. But like I said, I saw him at an open mat last week here in Los Angeles, and we were able to chat for a little bit, have some fun. We didn't really get to roll a ton, but Kamchybekov actually gets out of it, comes in with a single of his own, kind of has it. A scramble happens. He has a front headlock. Christos needs to address it. I'd love to see a 2-on-1 here. And Kamchybekov decides to put Christos back on the ramp and force him forward. Very interesting matters of facts there. A lot of people coming in saying hello to y'all. What's up, Monte? What's up, Lori? What's up, Jeffito? Appreciate you guys stopping. And of course, if you're watching on Instagram, we are also going to be at Grappling Hour on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So feel free to watch the main broadcast going on there. But so far, a pretty even match, back and forth. Christos, of course, wearing the red anklet, if you would. What's up, Easy442? Kamchybekov is... Ooh. Christos kind of shoots in. Kamchybekov kind of stands him back up with some good underhooks here. We're going to see exactly how long that happens. There's a little bit of a shuck. Christos looks for that head. Doesn't quite get it. Ooh, may have a single here, though. And it's interesting because Kamchybekov has been utilizing some excellent defense to a lot of the shots taken in by Christos. And Christos is no slouch. I mean, this dude fires in like a freaking missile at you. So, Christos trying to go to take the back. He has a little bit of a sideways lock, trying to find his angle in. There's an overhook. What's up, Crispy? Christos, though, is just so fucking strong, man. One time Christos, like, snuck up behind me and was just trying to, like, play around, like he was choking me out, and he was just so effing strong. I was like, dude, you can't play around like this. Nah, you can't. Other people can. What's up, Sosa? 117. Appreciate y'all. Hoping you guys are having a very nice Friday night. And, you know, this is the last fight companion of the year. Decided to do this one solo to keep the reps heavy. It's going to be a little bit a while, if you would, before we do another fight companion. So I hope that you guys don't mind us. We'll probably see you guys on the 21st. If not, you'll see us back at Mama on January 28th for the Royal Rumble. We're going to do a little bit of broadcast for a Royal Rumble on this. Christos with, again, the front headlock, trying to center Kamchybekov back. For a split second, I thought Christos was about to throw a knee, and I don't know if that's out of instinct or he was just trying to pop himself up. But either way, it did not look super great on that one. We'll see. I'm less familiar, of course, with his opponent here, so my apologies if his opponent has any beef or any problems with us. Christos, Oh no, he's about to go into the crowd. Clay Guida looks like he's in the corner of Christos, yelling out some very specific instructions for him, trying to give him some help, trying to give him some aid. Nothing doing just yet. You do get a little bit of the inclination that they may go to a decision on this one. But again, Christos trying to look for that inside arm. Doesn't quite get it. Kamchybekov grabs the back of the head. He has an underhook. Looking for a trip. That's not a bad point to do on this particular idea. What's up, casually, Sean Ryan? My very, very lovely and friendly co-anchor for the Beast, Matt. Or Matt Beasts, my apologies. That's how you know I'm dyslexic. We did that a couple months ago. That was actually a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. A little bit of a goose chase happening here as both of them just kind of push off the heads, seeing if they can make anything go. But Fury Pro 6 alive and well. But yes, as I was trying to introduce a few seconds ago, it does kind of look like we are heading toward a decision on this one. And it's weird because I didn't quite see them do a hand raise, and I wasn't sure if I wasn't paying attention or if, you know, maybe I just kind of spaced out for a second, which is entirely possible. And I actually think the reality of it. Casually, Sean Ryan. Heck yeah, my dude. Good seeing you cover this. Of course, man. It was kind of penciled in as one of the last things I was going to try and do. Ooh, he's tried that. He tried that, Kombucha. I see you, brother. It was a good attempt. Christos is really somebody that's difficult to go straight on and trying to get that double. Going out on that angle was a very, very smart, very crafty mood. I would tell you guys this. So it may not happen here, but we do a toast for those who get finishes within regulation, meaning if they get a submission within the regulation period, we will go ahead and give them a drink. This one might be tough. Christos was initially the aggressor, but Kamchybekov, oh no, this dude's trying to shake his hand. Okay, now Christos comes over. So here's what I think happened. I think Kamchybekov went to go shake Christos' hand, and Christos was going more into the realm of what you do after a fight, which is if there's judges at hand, you try to sell it. And you try to make sure that you really make sure that you look confident that you got that decision. And he does pick up the win. What's up, Always Ready Meals? Thank you for taking care of fighters out here in the local Southern California region. Appreciate that. Gotta love the people who take care of the people out this way. But here's what I'm gonna say. I mean, Christos didn't necessarily get a win within regulation, but he the homie, and we'll say a nice toast without an actual specific thing here. So cheers to you, Christos. Much love to you, brother. And, you know, I think it's pretty clear that you ran away from me at Open Mat last week. I mean, I think we can all deduce that, yeah, you actually had the opportunity to roll with me. You were in the hood. Normally you live elsewhere. You're out in Florida right now. You didn't roll with me. You were here. And then you were gone. Christos was actually the first MMA athlete we worked with. Oh, that's amazing. Christos is such good people. I just love how goofy he is. He actually submitted a little segment we like to call WWE BJJ, and he did it with Mickey Gall, and we're waiting to go find out who is actually going to win. Look at this, though. CM Punk actually wearing a Bret the Hitman Hart sweatshirt. Yeah, this hoodie, I've been thinking about getting one of those because I see those people always putting that one up too. And, you know, we actually have a new painting. Always Ready Meals. Where am I located? I'm out in Burbank. So, not like super near the Hawthorne folks, but you have been taking care of people like my buddy Albert, so many of our local fighters. So, don't think I don't pay attention. I keep eyes on everybody, my friend. And I gotta say, I love it when I see our friends in the fight community being well taken care of. Because guess what? Diets be hard, y'all. Like, let's get you some meal. I would love that. That would be great. And I'll be honest with you. I work in production, so right now I'm working out at Playa Vista. And when you work production, meaning 12-hour days, you are not eating very well because there's always snacks. There's always things around you that you go, oh man, I don't have the time to make my food. So I would absolutely love to chat with you and make sure that I come in swole. Look at that. Trying to come in swole back in 2023. Because, yeah, man, working, especially when they're like, just have some Doritos, you'll be fine. And you're like, first of all, this is not sustenance food. Second of all, yeah, you're right. This is all we have. Lewis and Kochel is supposed to be a very good fight. I'm actually excited for this one. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Lewis Kochel. I'm going to call him Kochel because that's how we say it here in Los Angeles. So we should take care of that. But very excited. Andrew is somebody who is an excellent grappler. Definitely more on the jiu-jitsu side. Coming in, though, with some nice Nikes. You see him fighting out of Blandon, which, by the way, how bad is it if you come from a place that has the word bland in the name? Yo, where you from, Blandon? Where's your hood? Blandon. It's always one of those things where I'm pretty sure people out that way might be putting out shirts. Missed opportunity to say, let's go Blandon. Of course, I'd like to say idiots would make that t-shirt, but idiots make the other t-shirt too. So there you have it. Very excited to see this. Again, appreciate you guys for stopping in. Ooh. I gotta be honest with this. Richie Lewis is winning my heart right now. He came out with a lot of swag. So here's something that I think our jiu-jitsu athletes have to be prepared for. When it's a mix of the jiu-jitsu athlete versus the MMA athlete, most of the MMA athletes are going to go what we refer to as ADCC style, meaning no rash guard. So I feel you come in almost at a disadvantage on this particular one because they will be so ready to do this and go at a very, very high impact pace. Lewis invites Kochel to stand up, and Kochel legitimately wastes no time trying to get to his half guard. Lewis almost for a split second saw an ability to pass, but was kind of passing on his knees. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, brother. Standing back up, collar and elbows. You've got your Shaolin bringing them back mid-center over this way. Ooh, I love that. Andrew looked for a split second, thought maybe it'd be good to grab that leg to look for a trip, doesn't find it. Lewis on top, bringing that thunder, bringing that press. What is up, El Ungrin? 184. Whenever I see something as specific as 184, it always like kind of reads like a weight. Like, are you a buck 84? I guess that's what I'm asking here. You don't have to answer. It's not that important. We're just making conversation here. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Ooh, nice little leg pin there. Lewis looked like he was bringing the knee to raise that leg just so that it gets stuck so he can kind of spin around and get it. Andrew opts to stand up. Ooh. For a split second, Lewis, I think, was about to throw a strike. Doesn't kind of get too far from that. Andrew doing an excellent job of keeping his guard active. Lewis may be able to pass it, though. So for as good as Kochel is at keeping him at bay and using his great length, his wingspan, his legs to keep the distance, Lewis invites him to stand back up, and I think Andrew has the right idea of not. What's up? Coons Dental, good to see you. Hope all is doing well on your side. Ooh, Andrew thought for a split second he could isolate that arm, either get the sweep or that kind of surprise little tap that you can get when you do a straight arm from butterfly. Nothing getting, almost closes the guard, but Lewis, very sneaky, very evasive. Props to him. All right, here we go. Kochel looks like he's going to drop underneath. Looked for a grip to do it. At the same time, doesn't get it. Now, splitting the difference under here again. Using that knee shield to keep Lewis at bay. And Lewis is not quite advancing here. I had posted earlier that I think that Lewis would be able to pass guard. Kochel getting a little frustrated. Maybe, oh, Lewis with one of the most savage snapdowns I've seen in a jiu-jitsu competition, specifically, I guess, in the Fury rule set. So, yeah, no wonder Lewis wants him to stand up. Props to Andrew, though, for engaging on this. That is not an easy task. Lewis, very weary to all of these attempts to pull guard. This could be interesting, though. What's up, Get Karma? Hey, everybody, big birthday celebration to Karma in the nice little part of the chat over this way. Good to see him. Buggy choke attempt, nothing doing. Lewis did pass guard, so he did prove me right. Now let's see what he's able to do with it within this section. And Kochel, for a split second, thought about letting him kind of continue in that while threatening the submission or two. Still nothing. Oh, man. It feels like it's not a ton of mat space. I know in person it's probably a little bit more than advertised here, but for whatever reason, it feels so small. It could be the crowd that's around it. It could just be a regulation sort of a thing that's not too different from Fight to Win, though I think the Fight to Win stage is probably a little bit bigger. And yet, eek, still very weird. There is an underhook here. Lewis doesn't continue to take this bait. Ooh, swear to God he's getting in some strikes. Gotta be honest. Feels like he is getting in a few of these at this point. But yeah, Karma celebrating his birthday, stopping in here. I appreciate that. And it says way smaller than EBI. EBI for sure. Fight to Win. Yeah, Fight to Win's deceptively a weird size just because of the pillars of the way that they make that stage look. But yeah, definitely smaller than that. At least from what it looks like. I'm not there. Did anybody else see the fact that this is being sponsored by OnlyFans? Like, I'm not taking crazy pills here. That was on the actual time banner at the very bottom, right? I also want to be honest with you guys. I was rolling a little bit earlier today, and somebody jammed the shit out of my fucking index finger. So if you see me occasionally icing it, you will understand that as why. But it is really annoying. Like, not enough where I think anything's broken, hopefully. But it is definitely to that point where I go, beat the shit out of that training partner. What's up, Angel? Good to see you, my man. All right, I'll get to the drink in just a split second. Now, here's the thing for Lewis. Lewis going the ADCC style with no rash guard is trying to use that to his advantage, but the last two times, he actually was slipping off of the side control that he was establishing. Now, this time, in the side control, has to be very careful because Andrew was trying for that buggy choke again. If you feel like this is going to a decision, and I kind of get the impression it might, I think you have to go on the side of Lewis. Both of these people are now just trying to smother each other, which, by the way, is a choice. Underneath, Andrew pushing on the head to one Lewis, who's pushing from side control. A lot of force between the two. My apologies. I have also realized over time that earbuds specifically are not made for those who grapple for their hobby. These things always fall out. So if the noise kind of dropped off for a split second on the sound, my apologies. Doing the best I can to make sure the noise is at a preferential level. All right, 1 minute left to go. Lewis posting on the face of Andrew. Yeah, I think Andrew has to make a huge impression in these last 40 seconds. I do not know if he'll be able to pull it off. Lewis has kind of been running away with the passes and just the aggression in this. almost secures yet another pass, gets put into what looks like a half guard for a split second, and the two of them are going to fight it out. And Andrew, to his credit, is very much trying to make something happen here. What's up, Fabesy Cramp? Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a great night. Fury Pro 6. Of course, we have a lot of other matches going on this evening. I'll get to those momentarily. If you are here and want to say hello, feel free to drop me a line in the comment sections. I will probably read what you have to say. I say probably because honestly, I want some extra insurance in case it's like really offensive. Like if you guys start saying free top G, meaning what Andrew Tate, I probably won't read that. Too many dumb people. I appreciate that the people who actually say don't make dumb people famous are usually the people who make the most dumb people famous. That gentleman being one of the case in points. That's an interesting strategy. I love the fact that Lewis gets the win, but he immediately goes to put back on the rash guard. So it's literally just for a few seconds. He's like, I'm going to take this rash guard off or this shirt. And as soon as it's over, I'm cold. Gimme. But yeah, you guys, this is the start of our night. I'll go over. They've kind of gone out of order. So my apologies on not having that together. I actually spent some time earlier today going over the different names and kind of familiarizing myself with some of the folks. This is our third match of the main card. Look at that. That drip is for real. Oh no, they sent CM Punk to go interview him. What's up, Brian Aiken? Thank you for rejoining us. I hope you're having a good day. In case you guys don't know, Ryan is going to be on an upcoming episode of the Grappling Hour. Oh, they're booing him. So I want to know why they're booing this man. So CM Punk is doing his best to try and make a cohesive interview out of this. That's the weirdest fucking moment. I think he was in the process of leaving. CM Punk couldn't even get to the mat side to do the interview. I have no idea what the hell just happened right there. That's a very confusing moment. Good lord. I think they're calling him Kochel or Kochel. CM Punk joking as soon as he gets back to the commentary booth and saying he thinks it went well. What's up, PC Living? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great night. Boof. What a freaking disaster of a segment on that one. It says it's Philly. They've booed Santa Claus. How many drinks have they given these people? Ah, you've got Rowe and Galanti on this one. It's a super fight. Let's put that up for everybody on this. Rowe versus Galanti. Very nice. I always appreciate when athletes have a hat on in their profile photo. It kind of begs the question, uh, why are you sick right now? Like, what's happening? Did you not wake up and comb your hair? I get that maybe you didn't have time to do it, but hey, man, you're on a professional show. Let's get this shit together. Nick is out here drinking it all in, taking a large breath, wiping the feet. Which, by the way, in case people don't know that, wiping the feet is actually a trademark for pro wrestlers. If you ever enter the ring, watch to see how many pro wrestlers actually wipe their feet, like their boots, at the ringside when they are on that apron. What's up, Sobek for life? Good to see you. Philly Fresh about to make his way out. Looks very saucy in that profile photo. Good on him. We're going to make sure our friends know that we are doing this. I mean, Philly Fresh, you got to give it to him. He knows that he is actually here to put on a show, famously. I believe he had a match with Gordon Ryan that went absolutely nowhere and was for zero purpose, but it became kind of a carnival ride, and I think he knew he was going to be on the negative side on that one, and still he made it work. So I have a little bit of respect for him coming out and doing the thing. At least trying to make something entertaining happen. Something in the ether happen. And then as a reminder, if you guys like, subscribe, share all of that good stuff, I want to remind you that you can also find us on a Discord, and I will put up a link to that Discord in just a few seconds. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you guys, I do kind of like the jersey element for a competition rash guard and shorts combo. Philly already taking a seat, pulling guard very quickly. Also, shout out his barber. It's a clean fade. My man looks good tonight. Between the drip, between the hair, between his underhook, which he could actually, if he wanted that lockdown, that would actually be a really good place to be in this moment. But we'll see where he's going right now. Gonna tell the people right now that we are actually on. And in case you're wondering, yes, in case you guys are watching Fury Grappling, feel free to join us. We live right now. And it says not feeling the Indiana Pacers kit. It's less the Pacers and more for Philly Fresh. I think it makes sense. I myself, I do not think I could pull that off. Maybe I also wouldn't want to. But for him, no, this all checks out. This is good. So, not much happening over this way. There's an over the shoulder coaching shot of almost zero significance. Philly might be coming out the back here, but it's going to be really hard with this very strong whizzer and the pressure that's coming in. Philly doing an excellent job of blocking that knee. What's very strange is that Galanti almost has what looks like a wrestler, like the bottom half, the shorts, look like they're from a singlet. So I'd like to get a qualifying note on that if anybody has any. But yes, if you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of stuff, drop us comments. We'll be happy to take your questions throughout the night as we are going on. And yes, we appreciate you guys. You know that. We love you. Having a blast thus far in. Still a lot of freaking matches to go. And I love the fact that my friends very much are enjoying their Friday night too. Because you see everybody posting that they are doing absolute zero at their homes. Well, we don't die on this, man. We still keep this shit going. Oh. Charlotte Flair became the women's champ on SmackDown end of the year. There's no real explanation for it, but good for her. Philly Fresh has the back of the head, controlling. May get to guard. He does. This is one of those confusing elements if you are a judge, because Philly opted to. Oh, nope. Almost a pass the guard there. Not quite. It's a tough one to judge for this reason. Yes, Philly pulled guard, but we have not seen him do a ton with it just yet. Galanti hasn't passed, but he is on top. So this is where I think if you are a judge, you watch the next 4 minutes on, well, what do you prefer? And do you just go with the guy who's on top? Hard to say. So waiting to see how that all played out. Appreciate you guys. Equally as confused as you are as to how we would probably vote this one. Oh, there's an underhook. Galanti not giving much of it. Could use that as a darce. Kind of thumbs that arm all the way through. Philly has an excellent grip, but I think he's going to get stalled out here where he's not going to be able to come up on it. So we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out in these last few seconds. But eek, my friends. I return back to Jiu-Jitsu Panda's original comment, which is not feeling the Pacers' gear. Which I have to ask Jiu-Jitsu Panda, is that because you just don't feel the Pacers? Because if so, sure. Or just the look of it, the aesthetic of it? Are you jealous of it? Does it look like an incomplete homework assignment? Like, I don't know the exact issue that you have. Feeling fresh up to the knees. You might be able to finish this. Ooh. Almost. Nope. Doesn't quite get a takedown. It's like a drag down that he ends up getting kind of screwed on in the transition. And we're back to where we were. There's 2:43 left to go in this match. Not too much of an excitement on this one, unfortunately. Maybe business will pick up. Maybe things will be a little more exciting. Philly Fresh could again go for that lockdown here. Would love to see him disrupt the base. That's usually a good way when you do have that lockdown to kind of create a little bit of an X factor for your opponent, who sometimes will just stick themselves into that position and literally just stay in it for as long as possible. So, something for our friends to consider as they are very much watching this sort of a thing and wondering what they could do. Oh, Galanti almost. Here's where things get interesting. Despite Philly Fresh, good God, Galanti with the fucking back take of the event so far ends up in half guard, which might as well be mount at this point. But goodness. Let's go back and see that. I that's the move of the whole entire match, if we're being at all honest about it, and I hope that we are. But my God. And it said it is cool when he had the Bulls outfit because of their history. Yeah, I hear you. I also don't know what to do with that information because, like, I feel like the Bulls are the easy team to get behind in this realm. Like, we all have grown up with the mystique of the Bulls. To his credit, though, Philly Fresh does close the guard, loses it, goes to open guard. At this point, you have to give all the style points. What's up, Joey? You have to give all the style points to Galanti for getting, I mean, the closest to anything we saw as offense in this match. Everything else has been, I wouldn't say less than. I would just say, it would be nice to have some more action, but sometimes people get matched up pretty evenly. So we, can't be beggars about this. We can't do this. And it says that back take should be an absolutely. I think there's very few things that will disrupt that from being the kind of end all be all for this. But that's going to be it. That's going to be a wrap on that one. Let's see where we go from here. As Philly, let's put it this way, still looks fresh, still fills out the shit out of it, and we're about to see Galanti pick up this decision win. What's up, Rose? Yeah, congrats. Galanti coming in with. Galanti just literally told us I'm just a blue belt. Whatever you say, bro. Here's the good news. Uh, you do see that CM Punk is not trying to get up to go do this interview. And literally just says a lot of chaos. There we go. Raji D, hello. Hope you're having a good one. Christian Santos, hope you're well. Love to see you at the gym sooner than later. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, that was fun. Even crossed the feet, and Philly, to his credit here, he definitely escaped it very well. That's actually really good timing on his part. Still no finishes on the main card so far, so no drinks. Unfortunately, but let's go ahead and prompt what we are drinking this evening. Drink of choice was a gift from a friend. It is referred to as the Hazy for Harambe, aka Arambito Tito, a good friend of ours who passed away from civilization, but a gorilla for the ages, man. Arambito, we miss you and we drink in your honor because somebody made a beer. Actually, a lot of people make beers. What's up, Alex? And it is our job to drink them. Sometimes they're not good. But that is the risk that we take every day. Is trying to find out, will this one be good or not? I think the Cage Fury has some folks getting haircuts. Kind of a barbershop for white dudes commercial. It just says like, hey, go to Cage Fury store. Are you a kid who probably looked like you listened to Nirvana in the 90s? Here, go to this Cage Fury store. Pick up some fucking t-shirts. What's up, Arturo Reyes? Oh, look at this. Yay, we got our first bot. Oh, the CEO of Fury is here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Mr. Zeke ZW3. Eh, okay, they're just stalling at this point, so we can take it easy for a few moments. They're going over some of the best of Fury. We'll look at some of these knockouts. Uh, best of KO of the year. That's not bad. Troy Campbell. I dig it. Okay, what else you got? Show me your next fight. It's so weird because sometimes I know these names. Oh, Charles Rowe looks like RKO take, but rad take. Okay, that was pretty good. Charles, you have my appreciation thus far. Who are the other ones? Oh, you're doing finger guns though. Ugh. People really should plan out their celebration victory moments. Chris, I don't want to say Vagisil, but that's what I initially saw up there. Chris Vasil, I dig it simplistic, going with the Cobra in his celebration. Maybe that's what I need to do. Chris Vasil, yeah, you get my vote. KO of the year. Congratulations to you. Cheers. What's up, Patrick? Look at this. Last time I saw Patrick was on one of these things. What did I say the last time Patrick was here? Patrick, you got to come train. Have I seen Patrick? No. And it says, I'm thinking the CEOs of Fury and BKFC are related, or maybe I need another beer. Can't deny that. What is up, Alfredo Cortez Valle? Appreciate you joining us. My BJJ is okay. Good to see you. Oh, Raheem Forrest with a belly down. I think you might get my vote. This is vicious. There's lots of spins. Mikado, yeah, that's kind of cool, but I'm going to go with number 2 on this one. I would vote for Mikado for better hair, but Reham Forest, you're going to get my vote. Sandy, One Love Jiu Jitsu, thank you so much for dropping in. Appreciate everybody for joining us on a Friday night. You could be a lot of different places. Believe me, I know. Especially at the end of the year. There's really no reason for any of us to be here, and yet, what else are we going to do? So, it's this fight of the year. This is hard to judge because I'm just looking at the clips. So I have no there. Raheem, this one's for you. Jose Perez and Paul Cabral. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Second one, Blake Builder. Reginald Cavallo. I've seen Blake fight before. Dude's a freaking brick. So it would stand to believe, yeah, he'd be a pretty good fight to watch. All right. He's got my vote right now, but let's see who your third is. What is up, Jordan Hernandez? Raheem Forrest. Oh, is that the same dude? Oh, God. Versus Colin Luberts. Oh, knee to the body. No, I'll stick with this. Blake Builder at least has fought out here in the local LA circuit. I'll give him some love. Blake, you get my vote for fight of the year. I didn't see the fights, so I'm not a credible person on this, but cheers. Excuse me. See, you were mentioning that you think that the CEO kind of bears a resemblance and might as well just be grouped together with the CEO of BKFC, Bare Knuckle Fight Company. Is KFC the 3 letters? We just put a B in front of KFC? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's the first time I've ever had that epiphany. We literally just put the word B in front of KFC to appeal to the exact same demographic. Genius. Genius. Wow. I think we're returning to action here. Hard to say. But that would be the 4th match. We still have, I think, half for the main card to go. And yes, the gentleman who had swag upon swag for days is now joining CM Punk and John Morgan. So Eddie Torres is, I think, talking about that guy who was running his mouth. I think that was Lewis. Okay, so apparently they're airing their beef, aka promoting the next fight. All right. What is up, God's Mercedes? Good, nice catch, you. Thank you. Good to see you too. I like that I don't know exactly what's happening here, but I heard enough accent to get the gist of it, which is you want to fight? Okay, man, we can fight. We can fight right now. So once the Scarface accent makes its way out, that's when you know shit got real. He's still telling his side of the story, which begs the question: did any of this actually happen, or did it happen purposely? Just saying. If he wants to fight, there's bad space up there. Oh no, CM Punk is literally trying to school someone saying, like, don't offer to fight for free. What is even John Morgan doing in this situation, dude? Listen, guys, as somebody who's done their fair share of talking on camera, this not to be exempt, it is a hard beast trying to navigate, especially when you have an X Factor individual. But uh, that was a disaster. Like you look to the announcers. Oh no! Well, ladies and gentlemen, bad news to report. In case you haven't read the news already, Barbara Walters has passed away. Dead at 93. She was the first to make her mark on the Today Show back in the nether region of years. Oh man, that's a fucking shame. Famously parodied, famously parodied by Gilda Radner on SNL when they were referred to her as Baba Wawa. Man, that's a shame. Barbara was also, I think, one of the first female anchors to host the news on her own. So definitely a legend, a pioneer. She also famously created the train wreck show Appointment Television, The View, which, you know, is what it is, but mad respect to that OG. Here's what we're going to do right now. This cheers, this beer, is going on out to Barbara Walters. Because you know what? Why not? If you're a trailblazer and you're one of the first women to ever host and put it down, let's give you props because holy shit, that could not have been an easy job. And yes, you did ask questions like, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? Sure. But you had some of the biggest interviews, 80s, 90s, and on. Cheers to you as one interviewer to another. RIP. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my God. All right. We are in the middle of Giles versus Malott. I almost wanted to call this dude Merlot, but I did not because I have some version of self control here. Yeah, Malott and Giles. This is the weird part too. They started switching some of the names, so I may not have it perfectly written down, but I will do my best to try and correct in real time. And there was almost a takedown that's reversed. So Giles doing an excellent job, staying on top. This match is brought to you by OnlyFans. I do wonder, what does it take to have one of the matches being brought to you by OnlyFans? Is it that, ooh, Malott had a good actual grip on that leg and did not want to let it go, but Giles high steps his way out of any leg lock trouble. A little bit of a game of mercy, but that's actually one of the more promising starts for a match that we had. Save our good friend Christos Giagos getting a takedown within the first few seconds of his match a little bit earlier this evening. Yes, this is Fury Pro 6. I know that they sometimes put these cards on at the end of the year. Like they put them on at weird times and we don't always get the opportunity to watch it, but I happened to be home today. I said I could easily call it in for the rest of the year and I decided let's do one more. Let's finish the year strong. We have so many interviews that have still yet to air. We've got one with Mike John that I recorded yesterday. That's going out to subscribers for Grappling Hour. And you can become a member at hi.page/grappling hour. And those will be exclusive to them for 30 days, as is my interview with Ryan Aiken that I actually just did this like AM PM a little bit earlier today. So that was very fun. Ryan Aiken answers questions about an excellent year, including getting his black belt, winning the SOS competition, and also being a winner at the most recent Subversive. So props to my man for having an excellent year. Those are very fun interviews. And I just put up one with Dory Allen, who is a big up and comer out this way on the West Coast. Kid is just monstrous, but we don't stop just because it's the end of the year. We don't take it easy. We end strong, and Giles ends very strong with that takedown. Almost gets his pass. Malott, though, Gets a better bite on this leg. He may have something here. This may not grip. Ooh, very nice. Very close there for Malott. And here's why. I think he recognized he could get the leg in between Giles's legs, like coming through on the overside on a reap. He pushes it all the way over to where the kneecap was to kind of keep him in place. That was a correction that he did this time as opposed to the last time when he tried for that reap. The nice part about him doing that is it afforded him some time and ability to make sure he could get the trip and get more time to attack it. Giles just so happened to get out of it in the right amount of time. Excellent work. Both these guys are doing that weird kind of like judo, kind of like dance prance where they almost look like they're floating on air. What's up, K-Brads? But yeah, interesting back and forth here. Ooh, Malott almost with the sweep. It's more of a trip that he just kind of like effortlessly sits him down almost with zero problems here. But now this is going to be Malott's time to shine. Giles was pushing it earlier in the match. Malott now has the ability to work from inside of his guard. We'll see what he's made of in these next few moments. And again, thank you guys for watching along. We appreciate you. Give us a like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We love the comments. I'll take any comments that you guys got or any questions, honestly. And if you haven't joined our Discord, please do. You can find it at Grappling Hour everywhere. You can look it up on Discord. You can find all of our good stuff. We actually have a link in the Instagram stories to answering the question of the day, which I'm very curious to find out your answers. What's up, Ben? What was your match of the year? We've actually done an extra segment for our premium users where we asked some of our friends, nice pass attempt. Beautiful by Malott, who, hey, listen, that was not a super beautiful takedown, but it gets it done. The follow through should be admired. And look at that control. He has that Nicky Rod control, like that, like power half Nelson. Excellent work. Now with the body triangle on the inside. Ben, you got to wave back. Ooh. This may be a potential finish. He's kind of switching the legs off and on here. This may not be the best, and Giles understands it, gets put into a rubber guard situation. Looked like he was just popping his arm out of it. Good Lord. That is not easy to do. Giles with an underhook. Malott has been looking very nice in the past few minutes. Giles doing some excellent defense all around, but this has been a very good back and forth. Like, this is an excellent matchup between two interesting sets of folks who roll. But yes, please. Comments, hints, allegations, all of that good stuff. We appreciate you guys for stopping in. We still have a few more matches left to go. I'll run through what they are momentarily, but this is one of those cards where you do get to see like peeks, hints, little moments of grappling. For some of the people who are in MMA, I did not think I would be this tired today, but holy shit, lo and behold, Raph is very sleepy today. Yes. What is up, Noam? Pat, Andre, Joe, Clay, and Rose all coming up in a few moments. Ooh, didn't love that shoot in. Front headlock, though. Not super worried about it. Giles lets it go. Malott may look like he's going to try and shoot in again here. His timing is actually pretty solid. I'm appreciating what this guy is putting down in this short of time. Only a few minutes left to work here, if not just seconds on this clock. Yep, 18 seconds left to go. If I'm a betting man, I do believe that Malott is going to pick up the decision win. Mostly for being very active. Giles looked Very nice at the very beginning of this match, but I think Malott's going to walk away with this one. Both of the guys exchange a nice bro hug, and that will end regulation. Unfortunately, we have a rule here. We do a cheers. For those who get finishes within regulation, there was none there. But we still have 5 more opportunities for that cheers to happen. This is the third time I've heard John Morgan say the word no surprise there. Well, kind of a go-go Plata. Let's be real, CM Punk. CM Punk with the perfect ad lib. You do see Clay Guida in the background giving Malott some props, and then immediately runs out. CM Punk says, "You can't get him to stand still." That is the right joke. Excellent work. That's why CM Punk's so good on the microphone, man. You got to give it to him. Even if you're not a fan of his MMA work or his wrestling work, I guess now, because that's an actual thing. Some people do not enjoy him. I think he's quite good at what he does. So I do wonder, like, if you get drunk enough over in Philly, is tonight your New Year's Eve? Stay with me here. I'm not saying that they're dumb. I'm just saying if you were to drink so much because you live in Philadelphia and you were going to see this event, would you still believe it was the 30th? Or could you conceivably get so drunk that you're like, I'm so happy I'm here on New Year's Eve? So much fun. I thought. Could be wrong. Don't know. We'll have to see. A few more shots of the crowd. Nothing super crazy here. It's kind of boring. The venue, though, I think they call it the 2300 Center. I'm intrigued to ask my good friend, one Jay Regal Budo, about this. I also wonder why Jay Regal Budo is not commentating this. Maybe he was too busy. But Jay is not only a commentator friend, but a all around beloved figure in the sport of grappling. Dude's monstrous. As we see some Ronda Rousey propaganda ugh, in this commercial for their UFC Fight Pass, Fight Lore animations, story retellings. It's sounds fun. You basically just get the athlete to tell a story and then you animate it. All right, Sabatini versus Caceres is going to be coming up in just a moment. I hope that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. If you are, give us a like, share, heart, whatever it is you want to give us. Totally cool. There we go. In case you're wondering, you just joined us on which match this is. You can just find it as you're watching it on YouTube, Facebook. We're also on Instagram, but we're also on Twitch and Twitter. Alex Caceres, just this dude has been on a tear. I think it's pretty interesting. His last knockout fight, he had the most zen-like, oh, I don't celebrate because I know that the energy of my opponent would not appreciate that. And I was just like, this is far too. I don't know that I can have that self control. I'm too much of an idiot. I'm pretty sure I would just go celebrate. And there you have Pat making his way out from Bristol, Philadelphia. John Morgan putting Pat over. Pat coming in with the shorts spats combo, putting on the red anklet. Caceres, it's kind of weird. I mean, you kind of get the idea. You kind of get the idea that, yeah, Pat is coming in a little spicy on this one, but yeah, the momentum has very much been on Alex Caceres' being active, being out there. Pretty big fro, hard to get a grip on that. Never know. Also, shout out one Shaolin who is doing the refereeing here. Vitor Shaolin doesn't take any shit. Oh, split there, but very fast nonetheless. From Caceres. Trying to get the timing down if one Sabatini. Did look like he was essentially trying to kick on the shoulder. It's hard to always navigate these because some people are just so freaking in shape and so athletic that I don't think he was actually trying to kick him. I think it just kind of happened by proxy. Sabatini does have a single, might be able to hoist it all the way up. Caceres, very concerned but very flexible. Woo! And just spin-a-roonied his way all the way to standing position back up. That is a very incredibly gifted athlete. I'll be honest with you guys. When you see me in those high pressure situations, you do not see me pop up like that. It's not going to be a thing. Like I said, didn't know I would be this sleepy, but I guess tomorrow I'll probably be at fucking sleep by 9 p.m. if I'm keeping up this yawning. What is up, Everton BJJ? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Pat Sabatini starting to attack the back here. They will reset them. That's a terrible place to start from. Eek. Oh, Pat Sabatini definitely gets a little bit more of a gift on that grip for Alex Caceres, who has a hip over, just slowly has to find his way out. He does, but he's in the middle of a front headlock in the scramble up. Would love to see Caceres 2-on-1 some of these grips, but instead is in danger of losing his back, and Granby's out. Good for him. Just a fantastic, fantastic grappler. What's up, Jiu Jitsu Panda? I like that you're apologizing to me on one version to the other. Just saw this. It's like, hey, so sorry. I had to get a beer and switch devices. All good. You're here. I don't care where you're ingesting this content as long as you are just ingesting it, my friend. Something is happening here that is kind of weird, though. The interplay between CM Punk and John Morgan is just a love affair. Well, there's not a bad match in front of them. This is probably one of the more active matches of the night. And you know what? Even if you don't love the match, you have to love Caceres' athleticism. He keeps being able to do warm-ups in jiu-jitsu. And famously, most warm-ups do not happen in most people's jiu-jitsu. It's like when you tell me to do a cartwheel and I go, I haven't ever done a cartwheel. I do cartwheels when I was a kid. Highly unlikely I will do a cartwheel as a grown-ass adult. Bruce Leroy making some space, grabs on the back of the head, tries to push himself away. Has to be a little careful because if you're a little lackluster on those grips, you will find yourself getting passed. And not just passed, but back taken once more. Pat Sabatini in inside body triangle here. He will have 4 minutes to work in this position. And you're seeing Alex Caceres try to address the grips. It is going to be a little bit harder for him to get his back on the mat in this particular case, just because, yeah, it's not a great place to start. But that inside body triangle is very difficult to address. What is up? The really real JRG. What does the JRG stand for? My apologies, I don't know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pat Sabatini. Not quite under yet, but yeah, Caceres very quickly lives to see another day, but Pat on top and just going to be pressuring in. Pat, I think, can take the back once more if he really wants to. Would love to see him slide up the back knee to where the shoulder meets and watch how Pat will utilize his hips here to create an anchor point. Getting an excellent gift wrap. Pat wasting no time, thumbs the arms all the way through. Caceres kind of wily though. It says, "It's my name, Justin Robert Graham, but thanks for questioning what it stands for in such a jerk way." Oh no, I just can't read. Thank you though for assuming that. Normally when I'm reading and I'm drunk, I'm trying to make sure that I don't leaving and unfollowing. Thanks, bro. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I love when people are that fucking into it. But here's some good news. Pat Sabatini gets a submission. Look at that. What is Cam Urzil? What's up, Matthias Joyce? Good to see you guys. Let me see here. Oh, I remember that person. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's very funny. I vaguely remember the really real JRG. I think you were gonna host one of our parts of when I got sick and I couldn't host the ADCC stream. Yeah, it was very weird communication between us. Okay. Well, so long, man. It's been fun. Or not, I don't know. But womp womp. Let's see here. Matthias, appreciate you guys. I'm going to check out a note here by Jiu Jitsu Panda. I think they're going to go interview Pat. They literally just had a kid white belt go greet Pat. Oh, and why are they doing the interviews on the ramp? I don't quite understand this. So, CM Punk putting over the UFC. What's up, Strength Mobility? What's up, dog? Pat Sabatini, 17-4. Oh, they literally handed him a sponsor list. All right, CM Punk with kids, always good. What's happening here? Pat Sabatini says he'll be back. I'm still so confused why this little girl is in a gi for no reason. I mean, she's very sweet, so there's nothing to really get too mad at that. Good lord. It says, yeah, Caceres just did get subbed. I will do a toast for that one. We just had somebody unfollow us because they thought I said their name in a joking matter. Did not. What's up, that dude, Jason? What's up, Actors Dojo? Actors Dojo. That's a fucking great name, by the way. And it says here, New Holland's Dragon Milk tonight. Okay. And it says, I'm expecting someone with a steel chair to attack Sabatini from behind. I don't understand why we're doing interviews. Just the onset of the round. Go to the mat. That's where we've normally been doing these things. It feels like they're making CM Punk turn into Renee Paquette, which isn't a bad thing, I guess, except it visually looks very strange, especially in a small place. It almost makes the place feel a little small, but maybe they want the branding in back. You could just shoot it from the A cam. I don't know. That's just me. But yes, it would be kind of fun to see somebody with a steel chair coming in and making the assist. Uh, steel, that dude, Jason. Appreciate you guys. One of my favorite things that I do see in this is when people get so mad they like let you know why they're unfollowing you. Like, I think the humor for them is they're gonna be like, "I'll show you," and you go, "Okay, dude. If you don't like it, you can get off the ride anytime you want." It just looked like this dude had such a bad day. He was like, "Well, you know what? I will show myself out." And I go, "All right, whatever you say." What's up, Moto31, friend of the show, beast of a roller, so at wrestling. Actually, good at wrestling, just not against me because I can't give him that. So there we have it. It says, now go home and think about what you've done. I'm like, bro, I'm already home and clearly I'm drinking, so I'm probably going to live, I think, through this. We shall overcome. Sven, if I could explain this to you in such a weird way, this dude who said he was not going to be with us anymore, he was offering to fill in on the 80cc fight companion, and we were finished, and I was like, hey man, we're kind of done for the night. And he's like, but I want to go now. And I go, well, there's a few more matches. I don't, I cut the stream out. He was like, but I can go now. And I was like, well, we're done. So I was like, this dude is gonna unfollow us. And you know what? It only took 4 months. That's actually longer than I thought he would last. So I will give it that. OSP in his house right now. Very happy to see him competing. OSP, of course, one of the people that gets the submissions, specifically gets that Von Flu multiple amounts of times. I actually forgot who he was going up against, and he's going against Andre Petroski, Henzo Gracie, Philly, fighting out of Springfield, Pennsylvania. Oh, the Von Flu, yeah, it's him, dude. It says Petroski not getting caught in that one. I have to say, of the screen names that I was expecting tonight, the one that I wasn't expecting was Six McLovin Kicks. Kicks? Six McLovin Kicks. What's up? What's up to you, man? Hope you're having a good one. Or lady, don't know. But yes, Petroski probably not getting caught in that one. I think we're in agreement on that. But like, if he did, it'd be kind of dope. Because, like, think about it that you could call your shot that specifically that you would tell people, like, oh, I get the Von Flu on everybody. Because think about it, getting a Von Flu in a fight is significant. I still think about that on a regular basis. Just in the sense of, like, the ability to get that, remarkable. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, my God. Petroski should have had that first takedown, but stays on it, ends up getting the second one. Who I got in the main event? Oh, man. Six McLovin Kicks. I have to say, stay tuned. I'll tell you. No, I'm not going to do that to you. I think right now I'm feeling Namajunas, even though Gillian probably is the more active grappler. For this kind of format and setting. I just realized right now OSP is wearing shoes. I think those are wrestling shoes. I'm going to have to go back and get a ruling on that. But could you imagine competing so few times in grappling that you just left on your shoes? No, those are wrestling shoes, I think. But they're stylish. I got to give them that. So I guess maybe that is the case. Sven, it's been a while since we've done a wrestling class with shoes for wrestling, so it's tripping me up here for a split second. What's up, Braden A. Smith? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Torres is also in the back of the coaching section probably yelling out some nonsense. But yeah, I just think I'm rooting for Rose. How about you, Six? Who do you have on this one? Uh-oh. I just got tagged in something. That's one of my favorite thing is people will like tag me when we're in the middle of one of these shows, and I'll be like, I am in the middle of something. I will not know what's going on. Oh, and it says people seem to forget these days. This is a tough business. Hangman, if you make it to January 11th, if you make it to LA in the forum, I'm going to remind everyone how tough this business can be. Here for it. That's awesome. Sorry, guys, pro wrestling nonsense. I'm going to see a whole bunch of pro wrestling in this next month, and I'm very excited for it. Whose wrestling shoes are those? Because they do not look like the way I had wrestling shoes ever. Petroski is in a possibility to get a twister, but instead is going to stay on this, attack the back. He's controlling that wrist beautifully, but that 3/4 back control, that's what I really like to use. It's what I've been into lately. I'm going to see what happens here, but oh no. OSP might be in trouble here because you're seeing Petroski take those moments. Woo! Literally, OSP just says, just get up. Good on him. Oof. I like that my wife texted me that Barbara Walters died, and I'm like, babe, I announced it on air. See, I think you're right. I think that Gillian is a smart choice, but you can never count out Rose. There's something about like, when you say I'm rooting for this one, but I think this one's gonna win. I wanted to do that answer for you, but I just figured like if you're rooting for Rose, why not just go for her? Take a stand. Be a real fan. But tall order. Because Gillian's been on a number of different grappling competitions that I think make it hard to understand. What's up, Cash? Cash taking a breather from the evils of being a lawyer or lawyer school. I don't remember which one still. I thought he took the bar. Did he? Did he pass? Probably. If not, I'm sure, like most lawyers, he'll have a story about how hard it is. OSP, even though he's kind of getting on the losing end of a few of these engagements, still helping to amp up the crowd with Petroski and looks very game and nimble. OSP is also way nimble than I am. What is up, Eryk, guys? Good to see you. We'll go ahead and take that comment off right now. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. We still have a few more matches left to go. By my count, we have 3 more, including our pal, Chase, getting in a great match. That is a good guillotine attempt. It may not be enough, but oh my god, OSP is literally trying to break apart. And Petroski almost switched to that kind of Darcish moment. Eryk, hope you're doing well. When are you going to come train with us, brother? I mean, it's kind of obvious that Petroski's going to get the decision win if this continues to go all the way through. I think it's just a matter of will this go the entire regulation. As a reminder, we do cheers for those who get finishes within regulation. We still have to do one for Pat here coming up in a second. I will circle back to that, but Pat Sabatini getting it done in regulation and OSP inching ever so close. If you look at this, Petroski is making sure he will get that arm gifted to him back at the center of the mats. Eek. 2 gentlemen about to circle, get back to business here. I mean, here's the one thing I think about putting on a Fury event for grappling on December 30th. Easiest match single I have seen in some time. Good Lord, I wish it was that easy. Beautifully timed there by Petroski, who then uses it as a ruse. A ruse, I say, to get a slight lift of the back and is working maybe now to get in 2 hooks. We'll see if that comes to any fruition there. Has 1 hook. Might get the second. Nope. Granby's out. But instead, you will see the onslaught of attacks by one Petroski still happening here. Ooh, just shoves his whole entire body down on OSP. Fun match all around. Jesus Christ, who the fuck is that security guard back there? If you guys can see the security detail they have, there is one dude with tattoos who looks like he has been swollen up or stung by 1,000 bees to be that crazy jacked. Petroski having some time and some fun trying to get in on both of these hooks. OSP tries to just stand up, now has a back waist lock to contend with, and he is gonna get tripped down. Petroski still not there. Ooh, Kimura attempt. Beautiful OSP. Holy shit. OSP has a shot here, but I think he's going to run out of time. Oh my God. OSP giving us the surprise of all surprises to end here. What's up, Zhao? Hope you're having a good one. That was a fun match. Good for both of these gents. Though I do not think that's going to be enough to sway the judges. I think we are looking at a Petroski win right here and right now. And that is the way it goes down. OSP shares a moment with Petroski, who goes over to greet. I don't know who this old man is. It either is President Snow from the Hunger Games or Kirk Douglas's grandson. One of those two. Still uncertain. Everybody's making their way out. OSP just walked by Punk. I think he's confused on if he's getting an interview or not, but right now Petroski is going to be interviewed by CM Punk. Let's see what he has to say. CM Punk, I do, again, I just appreciate him doing these interviews. He really does the best job you can to try and make grapplers interesting. It's not an easy task. Take it from me. It's a fucking tough gig, man. I want to make sure that Petroski actually was chewing gum the entire time, because Under Petroski is now asking for Jon Jones. I mean, first of all, Jon Jones will at least get into 3 more altercations with the authorities before he ever gets back to a grappling match. My God. Poor CM Punk. It's still such a weird staging choice. Is Punk injured and not able to get up there? I thought his injury was on his arm. Uh, yeah, I feel you, man. I'm still waiting for someone to come down the ramp from out of nowhere as well. It's such a weird ass like moment for the entire crew. Like, I think on the productions I've worked on where they go, all right, if you want to be behind that thing, just shoot it from the back. Oh, we got 3 matches left. Oh my God, look at that. Maybe Punk just doesn't want to take his shoes off. I mean, well, shoes were literally just on the mat. Nobody gave a shit. Uh, Joe Pyfer and Eryk Anders. Anders, a friend of the show. But yes, there we go. I'm going to turn back down the sound on this one so we do not get that. I mean, what a terrible excuse, though. Eryk Anders of the Spartan Fitness affiliation. He's fighting out of San Antonio, Texas. My man looking stacked right now. Good for him. A friend of the show, so hopefully he does well here. We shall see. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hints, or allegations, feel free to hit us up in the comment section. You know that we are always happy to take your questions, your comments, your concerns, your hopes, your dreams, and occasionally your fears. Ugh, God damn it. Wishing a nice speedy recovery to our good friend John Evans. Holy shit, man. It's been a while since I've seen Joe Pyfer, but dude looks fucking in good shape right now. Damn, bro. Joe Pyfer definitely looks like somebody who is going to fight in a coliseum. So I guess being a fighter or a grappler in this setting is not too far off. Ooh, that little mini lat drop. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, CM Punk is putting over Joe for these beautiful knockouts that he's had in his past, but so far so good on the wrestling. We'll see how it goes. Eryk, again, friend of the show. We're going to be rooting for him till the moment that this ends, whenever that will be. So again, after this, 2 more matches. It's going to be a nice little tidy might, like we're going to be in and out fairly quickly. Eryk tries to off balance Joe, loses the position, gets reversed. Joe looks like he's looking for a little bit of a pick here or a trip. Anders doesn't get tripped, stays heavy. We continue on. Ooh, almost on the shot in. Doesn't quite get it, but ragdolls Anders, which you don't see a ton on the outside. Ooh, that trip is just relentless. Good Lord. Oh, God. He Tarzan's his way into trying to take the back. I mean, it is not pretty, but it is vaguely effective as he ends up in Anders's guard. Oof. The shit is stressful sometimes. Eryk Anders coming in with a nice rubber guard here. Has kind of a little bit of an omoplata, which, by the way, I love the inside behind this elbow grip. It is making Joe Pyfer stick to him, and that arm is very trapped. And Anders has to give it up, but that was a hell of an attempt. I just love the inside grip of it. Excellent work. Look at this. Beautiful work here. Excellent back and forth between both of these gentlemen. That's a really good show for Anders to get some respect back right now. And I have to say this because you will see Joe Pyfer probably turn it up at about the 4 minute or 4:30 mark. I just get the impression right now he might be trying to gauge where Anders is. He lets him shoot in. That was not a great shot, but I think Eryk was maybe looking to get on the inside to at least work off of his back a little bit from this position. Pyfer, his body is just really effective for certain types of jiu-jitsu movements. Look at the wingspan of his arms and his legs. I think this dude has the ability to get in for excellent darces if he needs to. He has a lot of leeway to use it for his passing. Anders kind of wavering back and forth in terms of what he can do. What's up, Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu? So, in that regard, he's not quite past yet, but you are seeing Pyfer work in this half guard, and he's going to have some time to kind of be in this position and make it kind of miserable for Eryk. And I don't know how many people do this to Eryk at his gym. I would love to ask and get a better explanation. It's very possible he's got some savages who do this to him. And he does look pretty comfortable in this half guard. Beautiful use of jiu-jitsu here. And fucking Joe Pyfer just stands up out of it. This is the type of shit that I have to deal with my goons at my MMA gym, where they're like, just stand up. I just stand up. I use that joke. If you don't like jiu-jitsu, you just stand up. Sounds really good. Excellent joke here, everybody. You know what it is that I think that our culture needs the type of dumb, his balls were hot, or just stand up, that are essentially your I'm Rick James bitch. Single line quotations that gets everybody to rally. They're like, oh, did he say os? Oh, I fucking love os. Joe Pyfer still fighting that fight to pass. Eryk Anders looking to regard. Watch Pyfer right now probably pick his side and explode into a pass, if I'm guessing. Ooh, Anders, though, he's up on a high single. Doesn't quite get it. Now both these gentlemen are exchanging, and that would definitely be a pretty excellent fucking drop fucking throw. Good Lord. You know, I'm watching this with you guys, but I think in the future, this one might be a fun one to do for a technique breakdown on the Discord channel. So in case you guys haven't joined that, I would love it if you join our Discord. It would mean a lot to us. We just try to incite some good conversation, get some good things going. It's still in its infancy, but right now we've got over 60 members in that Discord, which honestly isn't that bad, all things considered, because we're working our ass off to continue building and getting more and more people engaged and excited about jiu-jitsu, because I know about you guys, but I get super fucking stoked to talk about jiu-jitsu on a daily basis. So hopefully we can make that happen. Anders with an interesting grip on that foot, trying to turn the corner to get out of it. I think Eryk's best position is that half guard. And Joe Pyfer is able to just stay out of it with relative fucking ease. It's going to be the first time Eryk Anders really gets to work from this half guard position. And I think it's what he's been trying to utilize the entire time. Looks for an arm drag, thought about it, doesn't get it. Looks for two underhooks, has an underhook right now. But guess what? Joe is not even budging. Coming in like a very, very low-key Jolly Green Giant over this way. He is making sure that Eryk Anders has to work for every advantage he has. Discord link in the bio. Yes, it should be. Don't quote me on that. Let me just see if I can send it to you right now. Because I am able to multitask, my friends. That is what happens when you are a jiu-jitsu host who does it all. Get you a host that can do it all, my friends. What's up, John? Love seeing you, my friends. Love having you guys join in on what is a very fun and silly end of the year broadcast. The type of end of year broadcast that apparently offends people. Be like, what? To be like, fuck you guys. I'll never come back here. I fucking hate you guys. You guys suck. I can't believe you insulted my name like that. That's the funniest thing in the world. I can't get enough of this shit when I see people get that upset. Some dude thought that I was making fun of his name, and I legitimately was just trying to sound it out. And when he says it, he's like, I'm getting out of here. I'm unfollowing you. Can't believe you're so mean. I'm like, that wasn't even me being mean, bro. I'll let you know when I'm being mean. And when I'm being mean, it is petty AF. But today, I would like to say I'm being vaguely nice. Vaguely. So, let's go ahead and send this one on over. Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu, look for a note from me, verbal tap. I know it's on the grappling hour, but it just means that you got to go and do two different fucking things here. So I'd rather just kind of. Oh, did I just? Oh, I have no idea what I just did there, buddy. Afternoon Jitsu. If I made this difficult for you, I apologize. But I think that should be the link to the Discord. Let me find out here. Ain't even started being mean. Listen, man, I know when I'm mean. I'm fucking vaguely nice. CM Punk is asking to Joe, did you want to make a point? I like that Joe's being hard on himself, but most people aren't even that good, especially as big as he is, man. We're good for Joe. CM Punk is asking what's happening next for him. He's trying to get on that Sean Brady card. Joe Pyfer basically saying, let me see if I'm summarizing this correctly, I'm a dog. I don't even know about that, dude. I mean, you're definitely very good at this, and I know you're being a little hard on yourself, but it's super good, bro. Chill the fuck out. All right, there we go. Still to come, your main event at the 135 no gi weight limit for the ladies. That's coming up in just a second. But coming up next, friends of the show. I guess I should say friends of the show because I've interviewed Clay Guida. Just Chase Hooper has actually been like a really fucking nice kid. Man, I still don't even understand. Uh, I still don't even understand how we've truly become friends. But Chase is such a nice kid. He is really taken to being friendly with us. So I have to say, even though Clay Guida granted us an interview in the past, Team Hooper here, but that's a tall order because Guida is a fucking monster that just never stops. And if he implements his wrestling, oh my god, they were introducing Chase first. That's what I thought. I was like, yo, why are they letting what's his face go out first? Why were they letting Guida go out first? Ah, Q's on his way out. Look at this guy. He's so sweet. Didn't know that Jace is being sponsored by OnlyFans. Is everybody wearing OnlyFans on their shorts, or am I just wake to this now? Fascinating. Jiu Jitsu Panda did come in with a comment that I do want to bring some attention to because it's not a bad observation here, but he says, I'm sorry to think that they're not doing these interviews on the mat because Punk is not wearing a Fury hoodie or sponsored logo. Well, true, but he is wearing a Bret Hart hoodie, and that is greater than, no offense, Fury, but like the GOAT. Should I tell you, you guys are here, you're with me right now. Allow me to step off for just 1 second. So, just so you guys understand, there's about to be a new addition in the office, okay? And I haven't made this official yet. You might have seen that I put up a poll saying, hey guys, do you think I should get this? And I hate to tell you this, but much like the American voting system, it really didn't matter because I was going to buy it anyway. Anyway, that's not important. The votes didn't matter. I ended up getting it anyway. But we don't have it up here because I haven't had time to mount it. It's been on my to-do list. But since you guys are watching, you guys are family, I want you guys to be the first to see what is very soon about to go up here in the office. But look at this. Holy shit. I should really just put this, like, I should just hold this constantly. Like, I feel like this is the way to go on this one. So, yeah, if CM Punk is wearing a Bret Hart hoodie, this office here is going to be a little bit partial to that as well, to, I guess, any other option. So this is going up very soon. Very excited for it. CM Punk, I'm with you, brother. I want that hoodie. I got to get that one. I've been thinking about it for a while. Can you guys see it? Let me see that. Boom. Look at that. Look at that great artwork. Garcia Grip, good to see you, brother. And I like that the fix was in. All right, Clay Guida, of course, opting for the singlet gear on this one. And props to him. That dude is going to be 90-year-old in a singlet. Can almost guarantee you that. And Chase, actually, like, really wanting to try and wrestle with him. Ooh. Now he's inside of the guard. This could be very interesting. So Chase is going to have the reach advantage on this one. And Clay, I actually think this is one of the, aside from a stalling position, one of the worst positions that you could see Guida get stuck in, because Guida, as much as he'll try to work to get out of this position, will actually be at a disservice to stay inside of the guard. I think he wants to continue trying to utilize his wrestling so that he can then pass guard and launch Chase into the nether regions of the arena. But I could be wrong in this assumption. It's just something that I feel. I'm seeing here a note that says, "This is art." I'm going to try and start that as a chant. This is art. Nah, I don't think wrestling fans will go for that. But yes, it is very much art. And shout out to, I believe his name is Sam Evans Art, is the artist who did that. And Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu, thank you so much for the note back. I look forward to you joining us in our nice little Discord. We will very much appreciate having good people in there. I want to tell you guys this story in a moment, but I'm going to wait till after this match. Like, again, notice Clay not spending any time inside of Chase's guard. Stands right back up, wants to beat him on the feet. It's a very, very efficient strategy for him to waste Chase, but Chase has a single leg here. Getting some respect, may have a guillotine. That is very deep right now. He can turn that into many different things. He's going to look to not only take the back, but he may, oh God, he may, just loses it, but comes back for a split second. Thought he might have had that head and arm choke. Now here's where things get interesting. Although Guida, in true Guida form, is pushing the pace, if you are judging, you do have to acknowledge the fact that Chase was getting the deeper submission attempts. This is the shit that's risky. Those duck unders and the control that Chase has puts it into his realm. Now that he's going to have the back here, he has one hook in. This is where I think a lot of small details matter. For example, if you're just wearing wrestling shoes, you do have a little more traction to staying in that position. 2, Chase doing an excellent job of containing, breaking down that little bit of energy that you see in spurts from Clay Guida. You can go to a twister, but guess what? You go to a twister, you totally open up the ability for a wrestler to spaz and get on out. And it says, what is the rule set for this event? 1 round. Yes, it is 1 round. Sub only, and if it does not end in a submission, it goes to the judges. So please keep on those details. I will make sure to remind everybody as we go on. But look, the control that Chase is having, yes, would be great to switch. Yeah, go for that calf slicer. Oh, I think Clay was thinking about tapping. Oh, he does get the tap. Excellent work, Chase. Good work. What a fucking beautiful instinct there. That's the type of finish that makes me excited to actually be here for this event. When you see one of your friends in that moment, take it, find his ability to, in the moment, make the course correction that gets him the submission finish. What a fucking monster. And if you're thinking about it, the little bit of difference that sometimes happens with wearing even those wrestling shoes. They give you that extra grip. I'm not saying they made the 100% difference here, but you'll notice the time that Chase had to hold on and grip on that foot with the shoe, you knew that when you saw Guida even thinking about tapping, it just could be done right there. So that was fucking amazing. And guess what? That means that Chase gets a cheers, as does Pat Sabatini. In a moment, we will take care of those. But CM Punk is about to talk to one of the sweetest human beings in all of MMA. All of it. My man is hyped, though. He is definitely shaking it out right now. I think they're waiting for. Oh, they're going to interview Clay Guida first? Oh, no. CM Punk wants to talk to both of them. Listen to that. CM Punk is making sure to take care of your legends. Look at this man. Let me say this again, as an interviewer, you appreciate this. Oh, so in the rule set, they actually are not allowing for twisting leg locks, but that wasn't a twisting leg lock. So I guess they were considering that legal. So that's what was happening there. Chase was looking up at the ref as to say what's going on. Chase was saying he was trying to hit him with some of the more weird stuff. CM Punk is describing the scene that was yesterday, the weigh-ins. Both these guys just sitting down talking to each other and how much he actually appreciated it. Lee Guida, his hair's growing in really nicely, man. I was getting worried. He was getting like that Macho Man hair where you're starting to see a little bit of a little peak over this way, but my man looking good, looking sharp right now, and still looks fucking baller in a fucking singlet. So Clay Guida is actually raising awareness for, I guess, his training camp. His surrounding neighborhood got hit and impacted by a flood, so he's putting out some shirts, I think, to try and raise some money. So he says, if you don't want to get a shirt, you can make a donation, I believe. And you can check it out, Convicted Printing, and it helps everybody in that beach community that was destroyed. It's very sweet, Clay. Oh God, CM Punk coming back over. What a sweetheart. Look at this kid. They ask him, "Do you want to plug anything?" And it's just like, "Nah, just camaraderie and everybody getting along and oh god, love all you guys. You guys are great. I wouldn't say that's a perfect impression, but it wasn't bad. Jiu-Jitsu Panda says Clay Guida will someday be blue from old school. Probably. Very likely. Let's take care of this right now. We have 2 cheers to do. We'll start with one for Pat Sabatini. Listen, Pat, I want to compliment you on an excellent job here tonight. Alex Caceres, you mentioned it in your post interview, has been on a tear, had that momentum coming in, but you reminded everybody you're nobody to be overlooked. That was a very fun submission you caught here tonight. Cheers to you, my friend. That was a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's do it for our friend Chase Hooper, because I feel like this should be an easy one. We'll send it to him. We'll clip him on this. This cheers goes on out to friend of the show, Chase Hooper. Chase, I told you that I would be roasting you on this broadcast. I was stoked that you were going to be the co-main event. Look at you. You're all grown up now. Going out there, beating out legends. Putting Clay Guida in a calf slicer. Who expected that? You know what? Here's the thing. If you had Chase Hooper winning via calf slicer, you're a liar. I'm just saying that. I was hoping you would win. You pulled out the win over a very game competitor who is a wrestling heavy individual, and you went straight up. You wanted wrestling with him. You got some respect on that name, and then for funsies, took the back, controlled the match. You look great out there, man. Love seeing you. Let's do another interview, sir, because it's been too long, and we should catch up. It's been over a year, man. Let's do this. Toast to you. Happy New Year. Congratulations on the submission. Much love to you, my man. Also, CM Punk loved you. Let's be real, though. That was fun to watch. CM Punk sitting there being like, man, I love you guys. And isn't this a moment? Look at us. Whoever thought? Like, that was CM Punk the entire time talking to you. So, cheers. Congrats. All right. Robertson, Namajunas. This will be very interesting to see. Rose Namajunas is either getting herself hyped up or about to perform the best pop concert anybody has ever seen live. And I see here a note from Jiu-Jitsu Panda that says, salute, cheers, appreciate that. Look at that. My favorite thing about salute is when I say it out loud, I will often say it when people are sneezing. So I'll be like, oh, salute. You know, I don't get any acknowledgments. And it's always from, excuse me for saying this, but like the white folk. So like I'll be like salute and they won't acknowledge it. Somebody says bless you and they'll be like, thank you. Rude. Here we go. Let's put up the different branding here. I want to make sure while this is going on that I don't forget this. Ooh, nice drop down here. Oh my goodness, that was on. Woo! Oh no. Where's 6? Oh my god. 6 may be more accurate than advertised on this one because Namajunas is not in good spots right now. There is a arm underneath that chin that has me entirely concerned here. And that means that Robertson is going to be able to really put in a lot of pressure on Rose. Rose is scrambling from the back. Oh no, I think she is just going to start putting in some, oh, it's that palm to palm. That's not good. That is heavy on that chin. Rose is about to tap. I think you see it, and it just happened. And listen to that crowd. Woo! That's going to be a toast here in a second. But I want to point this out. Oh, man. What a moment. I want to go ahead and pull up one of our previous quotations here. You obviously were saying that you've got Gillian on that one. And you were 100% right. It was without any issue. I was hoping the best for Rose, but my God. Gillian is just fucking savage. let's get this interview as soon as possible because oh my god. So they're now talking about the fact that Gillian was a slight favorite, but she made Rose look very elementary here. CM Punk making his way on over to Gillian Robertson, who's all smiles right now. That's kind of cool to see. I think Punk is looking for Rose Namajunas. Punk, I think the dual interview worked last time. This would be a bad choice. I think Rose should not be interviewed right this second. But if you're going to interview Rose, you kind of have to do it after Gillian. Give Gillian her moment right now to say her piece. And I think they're waiting. I think they're going to wait for, just a fucking beautiful job all around. I think Rose thought she'd have a second back in here, but that grip underneath the chin, that was doing it in. CM Punk is now putting over Robertson and saying he was very much looking forward to this match. And Gillian is now also saying nice things about Namajunas, saying she really, really looked up to her at the start of her career. And you know what sucks is they were so pot committed on that replay, they were already starting the interview. So I think there was a little bit of miscomm between everybody on that one. And you are hearing Gillian say she was pretty sure she had a good grip, but she just inched it underneath. I mean, here's what I want to say. CM Punk is a way bigger star than me, so please don't take this out of context. But I would kill to do these interviews instead of him. Not that the athletes don't get more shine or of the rub from CM Punk. However, I'm just saying, I would love to do. I love CM Punk, and I love that he is giving people the love. I have a lot of appreciation for him. I want to crack at it. CM Punk is now going over to Rose and saying, like, hey, listen, I know this isn't the most optimal thing, but I'd like to give you an opportunity to speak to the audience. Oh no. Rose is saying she didn't know what was happening. She wished that she could have done a better performance, perhaps some more time, but she felt really off, is what I think she's alluding to after Pat's loss earlier in the night. Rose says that she wants to stay active. I think CM Punk is doing the best that he can to win over the crowd. There is some slight applause, so that's good. And Rose is continuing to apologize for her performance. All right, that's CM Punk signing off with her, ending this, giving a nice little moment to Pat. What's up, Hoffa, aka the other Raph? Good lord. Okay, let's talk about a few things. One, and it says that's two back to back bad performances by Rose. What's up, Randy Miley? 10p. What do I say here? Six. I had very little to go off of other than I was rooting for Rose. I accept getting that wrong. That's not the issue. I think you're alluding to it here, which is that's 2 back-to-back bad performances by Rose. Shaking my head. I think the thing that's more alarming to me is her going like, I don't understand what happened, and I'm really confused. And then when she says confused, it's like, it almost sounds like a rule or something doesn't make any sense to her. And yet, I'm confused because I didn't know what the strategy was. So when I saw that, I go, oh, yeah, that went sideways very quick. I think the answer that would make the most sense is, oh, yeah, I didn't realize I would get my back taken that quickly. I didn't know that this was going to happen like that. I'm going to have to go back and look at that tape because I don't know what the hell happened. And you go from there. What's up, good stuff? But to see it play out where she's so genuinely confused afterward and she goes, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what happened. Pretty sure I got choked out. That's the shit where I look at and I go, that doesn't sound good. But also, you're getting an interview seconds after a loss. Okay, I can go with that. And it says, yeah, Gillian looked for the kill and Rose looked frozen. I wonder, and again, this is all speculation, conjure, etc. What if Rose thought that because they were getting over to the edge, they were going to reset? Maybe Rose was confused as to how someone would be able to get that grip that quickly. There's a few things that I guess kind of come through my head that I think maybe those are the explanations. But, yeah, no, none of those really check out for me. I would say this. When you interview an athlete after an event like this, their wits are not all about them, so no big deal. I'm with you on that. It's a very strange time to be articulate. We have the benefit of, right now, hearsay. We have the benefit of everybody looking good in hindsight, that sort of stuff. I just always feel like in that moment, the best way to be honest, if you have a true sense of what just happened in a roll, like we all get dominated at one point in jiu-jitsu. Like somebody will beat you up. There is a natural, it sucks attitude, but the best way to kind of make sense of it or rationalize it is to say like, oh, I got the shit kicked out of me. That sucked. Man, I'd like to get that back. Man, yeah, that wasn't fun. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming. Really fun night. But when you start alluding to the fact that it's like, well, Pat lost, and then I wasn't okay. So, Six, I think you're touching on where I was about to go on that one, but I'll bring up your comment right now because I think it's a good transition. And Six McLovin Kicks is saying, so the weakness to Rose is to get at Pat Barry first. Good to know for strategic purposes. Yes, absolutely. When you say for strategic purposes, like, do you have a game of Baccarat that you're trying to challenge her to? I'm not quite sure what you mean for strategic purposes. Is there some weird game of Trouble or Candyland or Clue that you're taking? Or do you have a shuffleboard league that I'm not aware of? Is she part of an axe throwing league? Because that's what it says. Noam, you never beat me up. I mean, Noam, you canceled on me the last time. So your comeuppance is coming. We'll try and schedule something, I think, for one of these upcoming weekends, sir. But yes, I have not beaten you up yet. And it says 4 Whaley versus Rose 3. Yes, true. I don't know that that's the way that Rose fights in a fight, if that makes sense. I mean, I think that she's more in her element in an actual MMA match, but guess what's part of MMA? Grappling. If you're a grappler that just watched that fight, that was a lot of inside intel for you. The problem is getting on the inside without taking any strikes. It can be tough, but it's achievable. So they did just show a pathway to doing that. And it says, no more red is dead in China. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, dude. Rose is very easy to get behind. She's very good at what she does. I don't think this should affect her too much, but it's a mentality thing for me tonight that I can't quite put my finger on that pulse. But your comment here is not lost upon me. But it says, not letting Pat Barry in her corner in China. Let's see how she does. Well, I think in that respect, they wouldn't be fighting on the same card. So there's that. Something about saying, like, oh, well, he lost reeks of, then there was bad juju in the air and all that sort of stuff. Like, my boys, Clay Guida and Christos Giagos were both on the same card tonight. Now, they're not a romantic item that I'm aware of, but it's still somebody who, if Christos had lost and he didn't, then that could have been bad for what's Clay Guida or vice versa. Like, would that have ruined anything? Like, I think most people would say it's not it. Every once in a while, when you're with a team, you might say something to the effect of, oh, it wasn't our night. Yeah, the team was having bad luck from here to here. That explanation, it didn't quite hit me well. But we'll see. I'm sure she'll put up a post and just be like, yeah, we sucked, or whatever. And it says, Rose has been showing sore loser traits her last 2 fights. I will say this. If I lose in an MMA match, I will probably be madder than I would if I lost in a grappling match. I think a lot of people don't like to lose, period. So, yeah, I can see that for competitors. But for me, I'm like, hey, listen, this was for funsies. I don't really give a shit. I know that whole thing with Zhang Wei Li was fucking weird and turned into a very USA sort of chant sort of thing. I think Rose is still pretty good though. So hopefully that is not the extent of all of the bad luck for her. But we do have to acknowledge it was fucking weird. So let's be real with that. Afternoon Jiu Jitsu. Did you follow that Discord? Did you add us yet? I'm going to remind you guys again, follow us on Discord. Become part of that community. I will occasionally look at some of your tape studies if you put it in our chat. So what I mean by that is on Discord, there are different channels. So we have goals channel, we have a tape study channel, and then we also have like feedback channels. So you guys can always tell me what you're looking to see on my shows, if you're subscribers, all that sort of stuff. But we also have a column for folks where you can put up some of your rolling footage. And if you ever had a question, you can put up a little bit of your rolling and I can look through it. And today, one of the best things I've seen in a long ass time. Love this thing. On our Discord channel, we actually had my friend Bryce. He had a match. He sent it to me or vice versa, or I saw it. And I looked at it and I said, hey, I'm going to put this in the Discord in the That's How I Roll section. And he goes, please don't. And I put it on there. And one of the folks who is a black belt in our Discord gave a really nice paragraph summary of the things that he could be doing better, to the point where Bryce sent me a note and we exchanged text back and forth where we said, I didn't expect it to be that detailed. That was really fucking cool. And he's like, bro, me neither. That shit caught me off guard. That was fucking awesome. So I'm saying we've got some really good people in there. If you ever want some feedback, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't care. All good. No one's going to get mad. But it is a fostered community that we are trying to make, and we're just at the infancy of it, and you want to get in before all these other people get in, because I have a feeling we're going to keep building and building. But for right now, we've got a nice group of folks that are very sweet and giving some great stuff. And like I said, in there's a goals setting area, and I'm really particular about when I see people put up goals. I'm pretty good at roasting people until they become true. Other people inspire you and all that other bullshit. I just kind of like make fun of you until it happens, which surprisingly does help. So that's what I got coming up. Join the Discord. You can find it on the Grappling Hour Instagram bio section. So if you go to @GrapplingHour on our Instagram, you can find a link to it, or you can find it down below here in a few minutes on this YouTube video. If you come back and visit it a little bit later, it'll be pretty easy to find. So that's what I got coming up. And I want to point this out. There's a couple things that you are mentioning here in terms of Rose. And I don't want to get this on a negative anti-Rose train even more than it could be. But you said she discredits her opponents. And hopefully Rose fights this year in MMA. I think she would. And it says, who do you think that she should face? That is a great question. I think you mentioned the money fight, which is her and Zhang 3. But let's just take a moment to look back at that because, man, you gotta love the fact that Rose Namajunas, you see a Google search and you already see Gillian Robertson as one of the very easy ones. I mean, her and Carla Esparza, I guess, makes sense because now Carla's out on that as well, so that could be a thing. Jessica Andrade, now we're good. Joanna, now we're good on that. We could just Joanna actually just retired this year. Karate Hottie, Carolina, Paige isn't even in the company anymore. Yeah, it's deep. I don't know, man. That opens up a lot of fucking questions. So I guess it would be why not Zhang one more time, right? What's up, Joey? When are you coming to train, sir? They could also go within the weight division category, but I think for somebody like Rose, they definitely try to match her up in marquee matches. If she's not going to be in like the main event for that title contention, I think it is kind of hard to pair her up. But I don't know, man. I'm going to go ahead and look up just as a reminder her division to make sure I am not overlooking anybody. But yeah, in the straw weight rankings, she's currently number 2, and it says the Discord link didn't work. Do I need an invite link? You might. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up. You'll have to excuse me because, like an idiot, I was pulling it up from my talking. Let me see here. You do probably need an invite link. My apologies. Let me see here. Boom. I think what I did was I did just give you a link to it. You probably do create invite. There we go. I got you. Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu. My apologies. I was yelling at you to have why you hadn't already linked in. It's weird because when I saw it go up, I go, does that even look like the link? Yeah, fuck it. We'll let it play. Yes, join the Discord, join the Discord, join the Discord. That's what I have to remind you guys about. We were just talking about Rose Namajunas and where she should go. Let me get you an answer on that. You think that Rose should fight in flyweight now? Maybe. I think it depends on what your goals are because if you're her, are you saying, are we chasing this again? Because it is entirely possible they could put her back in title contention. After that last Carla Esparza fight, I don't know that people really want to see Carla fight too much, but everybody can get behind fucking Rose Namajunas. So Carla Esparza is still at the number 1 slot. I guess you could say that could be a thing. Rose and Zhang makes sense to me. Everybody below her, You know, honestly, after tonight, I wasn't going to pitch this out there, but if you want to elevate Mackenzie Dern, maybe you feed her to Rose Namajunas now. It's a sink or swim situation because I think the UFC has been waiting to see what they're going to do with Mackenzie. Now, granted, there are other women there that could easily entertain that match, but you've already seen Jessica Andrade, so there's that. Amanda Lemos, you could make a argumentation that she could easily find her way into that. Lemos could actually take on Carla or whatever you want. They could actually just hand it. Thank you, Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu. Appreciate that. Marina Rodriguez, sure. Yan, sure. But Mackenzie's who they've been trying to back, and that could actually put her right into contention. Amanda Rivas and Virna, obviously good candidates to go up against her. So you were asking about the flyweight division. I don't know that she'd want to do that. Especially when you see youngsters like Erin Blanchfield who are out there who are hungry. And again, another jiu-jitsu expert. I think tonight had the unfortunate thing of not just being a night where you go out and you have fun. You exposed kind of a very big weak spot in your overall game. Oh my God. How do you think she would do against Valentina? Not great. No, not right now. I would have had a different answer for you a while ago, 10 minutes ago. I don't like it right now, man. That doesn't look good. That is cause for concern, especially after tonight. I think Valentina's with a little bit of that weight on her. Even if Rose is, cutting down and trying to get to that weight and whatever, maybe she comes in at a little bit normal. It's hard to make up for that natural weight of Valentina having that much of an advantage. I don't know. Let's put it this way. When you look at the pound for pound, there's a reason that Valentina is ranked that high. They have Rose Namajunas as the 5 in the women's pound for pound rankings over Juliana Pena. Actually, Juliana Pena over her. So, what's up, Angelo? Good to see you, my man. I hope your weight cut is going well. Please give my compliments to Ricky for that excellent drink presentation. I'm still pissed you A, ducked rounds with me, and B, have yet to give anybody a stone cold stunner. I find that to be insulting, honestly. I'll put it out there. I expect more of you. I think you could do better. But yeah, I think those are my general feelings. I think Rose may need a few minutes to take it off. If Rose actually wants to take a little time off to kind of wait it out and see what's going to go on, I think it's a smart idea. But I think they're going to try and feed her to the wolves. That exposure tonight has me worried. And the mentality has me worried tonight. And it says, yes, sir, the drink was absolutely amazing. Your man is an artist. However, I laughed at him when he put up that photo of that person outside looking like they were chasing a huge thing. Who's your favorite WMMA fighter to watch right now? Valentina's up there, man. Zhang's up there too. Them's the girls, man. I mean, I still am always going to be a fan of Amanda Nunes. Goat. Alexa Grasso, yeah, sure. I always root for the jiu-jitsu person. That last loss for Mackenzie Dern was probably really good for her. I'm hoping good things come from it as a result of it. What's up, Rhea? Those are my... It says, don't worry, I'm more of a DDT kind of guy. Prove it. Until I see it, I don't know if you're capable of it, my friend. Right now, you should be a champion of WWE BJJ, and you're just kind of like a jobber. I don't even think you make mid-card status, bro. You're enhancement talent right now. You got to work your way up. Yeah, those are some of the favorites to watch. And again, seeing people that we know, like Aaron Blanchfield, start to tear it up in the UFC. And on deck, we have friends like Jenna Bishop, Fatima Klein. I mean, even somebody like Bree Stark, who's getting some good CJJ coverage, who I think is her eyes on a little bit more of MMA. We'll see. Don't know. And it says, video going to come. You better be ready by March, man. I'm going to be so pissed at you guys. You have no idea, like legitimately no idea how mad I'll be. WrestleMania is in the hood this year. Don't let me down. Because Angel should be guiding you guys to like the topper echelon. What's up, Strees BJJ? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I know you've recently become a new addition to the Verbal Tap and Grappling Hour family. We appreciate that. We got mad love for you. I'm taking a few questions while we've got a few minutes. We just watched Fury Grappling. It ended. I will say that it's kind of nice to have a grappling event end in like 2.5 hours. Now, granted, they had some prelims, but for my money, going from 6 p.m., relatively on time, we finish at what? 8:30? Money. Done. Sign me up for it. Stoked. How did Christos do? Christos won, brother, man. Isn't that crazy that we literally saw Christos the other night and he ended up getting a win out there? He looked good. Very, very happy. Good back and forth. Good all around. Our man, I was joking on the broadcast where I said, I was like, our man went out there and he definitely went without the rash guard. But when he was training with us, definitely had a couple tamales. That's all I'm saying. Didn't look bad. I mean, listen, bro, it's me talking here, but I was like, Christos had to do some running, I think. And it says via what decision? No, he ended up winning by decision. So there is that. Who do you think the best women's grappler is in the UFC? That's got to be Mackenzie, bro. I mean, Mackenzie, ADCC, IBJJF champ, all around, beautiful jiu-jitsu. Um, Amanda's really good too. I can't sleep on her. Wrestler Carla's pretty good as well. Very gritty, very good. Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu, so sorry about that. I know you were trying to add the Discord, so I hope you didn't not see that because of me. But you asked, did Rose lose? She did, and it was um rough. Gillian Anderson just demolished her in seconds. So it's hard to really put a spin on that one. Like it didn't take long, man. So wishing her the best. Hopefully she comes back stronger and smarter for it, but there is that. So what's up, Jared? Good to see you, my man. Hope all is good. Hopefully we get to see you at the gym sooner than later, my friend. Get some rolls in very, very soon. Six McLovin kicks already has the exact seconds down to the moment. It says 65 seconds to be exact. And honestly, even that seems generous. Like it felt like it was 20 seconds. And part of that was because it took some time to reset to the center of the mat, where Rose very quickly lost in the wrestling exchange. And Gillian got a grip in that transition, like essentially underneath her chin, and never let it go. So from that moment on, it was just a matter of time of watching somebody get that back control and just start squeezing life out of her opponent. And Rose, to her credit, didn't just like tap right away. Like you could see it in her face, thinking like, I have to tap in this situation. I don't want to. Happy New Year to you as well, and I appreciate you too, my man. So a little tough to watch, but I was rooting for Rose. I was hoping for the best. Six McLovin X here over on our chat section on the Twitter, and it says, "Wait, Thug Rose? Yeah, man. I think tonight you just had Rose. You did not have Thug Rose. This was, hi, my name's Rose, as opposed to Thug Rose. What, son? So we'll see, but." Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, it'd be different if it was like a competitive match and it'd be fun to watch and you get something kind of exciting out of it. But if you're Gillian Roberts, I mean, you had a fucking great night, which I guess is a good moment and a reminder to put up this little bracket here so we can do a nice little cheers to Gillian Robertson. Is that on my? Yeah, there we go. This cheers because we do a toast to those who get finishes within regulation. So this toast goes on out to one Gillian Robertson. Holy shit! Holy shit! You made quick work out of Rose. That was impressive. I definitely appreciate your jiu-jitsu. We have never had the chance to interview or talk, but I would love to do one because I'd love to talk a little bit about how you were able to get that finish, the efficiency you were able to do it, and you've been grinding on all these different shows. You were a staple of like Submission Underground. You've been killing it. You're just really somebody that we would love to see more on the grappling scene, even though we see you quite a bit. So, Gillian Anderson, you're a wonderful addition to the grappling community. And thank you so much for making appearances to make items like these, moments like these, so much fun. Cheers to you. And it says mental game has been a weakness for her in the past. Yes, I actually got a note from somebody. I don't know what it says. Uh oh. No. Okay. Yeah, somebody sent me something really dumb. Sorry. Yeah, it's kind of eek. What's up, Kirk M. Francis? We're only doing a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna call it a night. But you guys have been really good with your questions and keeping them coming. Um, if you got anything more, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. But otherwise, I'm gonna go finish this beer. Have a good night. So I'll take your last couple questions if you got any, and then I'm gonna deuce because it is the last fight companion of the year. We have had some incredible fight companions this year. I've been super appreciative of all of you guys who have been stopping by. I think that we've had some really good moments, and we've already started mapping out the fight companions that we're going to do in 2023. So much love and appreciation for all of you guys who are always showing out for us here at the Grappling Hour. It really does mean a lot. It really is wonderful to have good friends all around. Very, very much fortunate for that. And it says, I just watched her most recent live on YouTube, and she's on a real serious spiritual journey right now. That is further than I, even as somebody who does research, have put in time to do. I will point this out. This is very interesting. I did an interview with a person recently where they were talking about their opponent, and they said nice things about their opponent. And then I edited the interview, and their opponent, after I'm about to put it up, said something about that specific person in an interview where they said, like, oh, that person would be easy. I'd like to have a match with them. And I saw it go up shortly thereafter we finished editing the interview, and I go, wait, did I miss this? When did this go up? And he goes, it just went up in between the time we talked. And I was like, fuck, man. I guess that would have been good to get a response, but you were being so nice to that group of people. And those folks, I can't believe they said that dirt about you. And this guy goes, yeah, it is what it is, man. It sucks, but yeah. And he goes, would you have watched the video? And I was like, oh, probably not. Yeah. Especially when it's not an actual person interviewing other talent. It's kind of the hard part of watching jiu-jitsu people just speak freely without being prompted. Sometimes it's pretty contrived. It can be very popular, but sometimes very contrived. Afternoon Jiu-Jitsu, thank you for your service. No, thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody, for your comments, your love, your appreciation, some reminders. Before we sign off, I'm going to tell you guys the following information. Number one, we've still got a couple episodes of the Grappling Hour that are either going up, have gone up, and if you haven't checked them out, I hope that you do. Some reminders on what those moments and things are. So, coming up very soon, just did an interview with Ryan Aiken. That's going to go up very soon for members, and then in a month it goes out to everybody. Just did an interview with Michael John, a winner of CJJ Worlds with the team on the team grappling event on that. Just recently did an interview with Dory Aoun, who double golded in the purple belt division, was given his brown belt, trains under Lucas Leitch, is a monster of a competitor. And of course, you can catch all my interviews with an array of different MMA, Bellator, UFC talent. Recently, we've sat down in the past few months with the Rotolo brothers, ADCC champion Amy Campo, God damn it, Bellator's Aaron Jeffrey, Joe Selecki's been on the show from the UFC recently. He's putting on another event. Essentially, a ton of winners. Claire North, who just won one of the Medusa championships. Eddie Bernal, a local talent out here. Brady Wong, who's also fought at a UFC Contender Series and has a 12-4 record. Also one of my good friends. Beast, monster. First time I've interviewed him. So you can check all of those out at hi.page/grappling hour. Become a member. See them 30 days before everybody else. And if you want to become a premium member, pay a little extra. You can get exclusive content that nobody else gets to see. 0 other people get to see. But you get to watch it, you get to learn, you get to see it. And more importantly, we also do tape studies. You can see a lot of different stuff, segments, extra episodes that aren't available anywhere else. And finally, join the Discord. If you like what you see here, we always appreciate likes, shares, comments, all of that good jazz. But if you join the Discord, you can become part of an active community that we are going to be building to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So that way you're the first to know when new episodes drop. You're the first to know when something is about to be dropping on the show. AKA, you may hear of some of the guests and get to throw out questions and become an active participant in the way that we create the show. And more importantly, lots of more fun stuff. Because next year, we're taking this thing on the road again. We're going to more and more different gyms. We've already got a gym lined up for the Royal Rumble in a month's time. Damn, it's going to be a month away. Damn, I haven't even thought of that. We're going to do a fun telecast over at Mama Academy. We're also going to do a fight companion, I believe, on the 21st for the next UFC pay-per-view. So we've already got things sketched out on a calendar that is, I think it's over there. I have one of those large desk calendars that I go to work on. So anyway, my friends, I think that's going to do it for us here at the Grappling Hour. My name is Rafa Sparza. Thank you again for all your support, all your love. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats.